All right, it's the first day of solving Leetcode dailies, and today we're going to be solving divide a string into groups of size k. So the gist of the problem is that you're given a string s and you have to return an array of that string split up into groups of size k, and if you're given uh, if a string where the length is not uh, perfectly divisible by 3, like you have something left over, like this j in this example, then you have to uh, fill that last slot with the fill character, which in this case is x. So the concept of this problem is pretty easy to understand, but implementation might be kind of difficult. Um, so you kind of want a plan of what you want to do to approach the problem. And I think the best approach is first to iterate through the S string, and you want to have a uh, variable called cur string where you're going to be keeping track of the the current string that you're on that you're going to be appending to your result array. So the idea of this cur string is that as you're iterating through S, you're going to be adding the letters as you go. So you're going to have A, B, C, and then at some point you want to append that string to your result array and then reset cur string back to this empty string here. So basically you need a way to determine when you're going to be appending and resetting cur string. And so my idea for that is, and you might have been able to come up with this if you've seen similar problems before, is you can use the mod operator to your advantage. So, for example, we could go to index 3, and since k is 3 here, we would be checking, is I mod 3 equal to 0? So is this index a multiple of 3? And yes, this is, and also 6 is. And basically this would allow you to see when you need to reset and append. But you would need to be careful to do it before you add D to your cur string, because you only want to append the 3 letters before it. And so I think an actually cleaner way to go about that is to get rid of this and say, is I plus 1 mod 3 equal to 0? Um, and then at this point you can add ABC to res and then continue on. I think that's a little bit cleaner because it will help us with another edge case later on in the problem. So you've iterated through and you've used I plus 1 mod 3, and now if you only did that, you would end up with this result array, but also you need the j. And if you were just doing I plus 1 mod 3, you would have 10 mod 3 here for the j, and that would be 1, so that wouldn't trigger your append and reset. So you need another condition where basically no matter what, if you reach the end of the string, you want to add whatever you have left, and that would basically be if I is equal to the length of the string minus 1. And so then you would have your j added, and all you need to do after that is add the fill characters with as many as you need, and that can be done pretty simply with a while loop. So we can pretty much jump into the code after this. So first we're going to have our cur string and also our result array, and we're going to iterate through our string, and we're going to get the indexes instead of doing a just loop through the characters, because we need the indices, as I said, for calculating when we're going to be resetting our cur string. So the first thing we're going to do is add the current character to our cur string, and then after that we're going to check, is the index we are on I plus 1 mod k equal to 0. And that's going to be when we're going to be appending our cur string to our result array, because that means we have a string of size k. So we're going to append cur string and also reset cur string to an empty string so that it can move on to the next that needs to be appended. But also, I forgot the edge case, which is that, for example, the j at the end needs to be added. So we're going to do or I is equal to the last index of the array, or of the string. And that's all for the main for loop, and that's really the most difficult part of the problem. And then the loop that we're going to use to fill the rest of the characters is just, we're going to be checking while the length of the last string in the result array, and we can check that by doing the -1 index. That's how you can do it in Python. I'm not sure about other languages, but you check the length of the last string in the result array. While it's less than k, we're going to add the fill to that string. So just add the fill character, and so that's going to continuously check and fill until the length of the last string is equal to k. And that's pretty much all the code. We're going to just return our result array after that, and here we'll give it a run and a submit, and there we go. It says we beat 100%, I guess, and 0 ms, so I guess this is the best algorithm ever. Stay tuned for more daily Leetcode videos if you're interested in data structures and algorithms, or you're preparing for interviews, and have a good one.